Welcome in the Semarang. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Regina. Azaria will be your guide during your trip in Semarang. There are many tourist attractions in Semarang, one of which is Lawang Sewu, which is the initial destination of our trip here. We only have 1 hour in here, and our next destination is the old city. Have you ever been to Lawang Sewu before? Previously, I will explain some information about Lawang Sewu. Lawang Sewu is a heritage building from the Netherlands which was built in 1900. This building itself stands firmly on the now. Opposite the Tugu Buddha Monument, and addition, Lawang Sewu is also adjacent to the Semarang Shopping Center. At first, Lawang Sewu was the office of a private railway company called Industries Perwork Maatschappij or NIS. But after Indonesia's independence, the function of the Lawang Sewu building changed. So, for the ladies and gentlemen, does anyone know why the building can be called Lawang Sewu? Is there 1,000 doors? Of course, that's not the right answer. Now, it was the people of Lawang Sewu gave the name Lawang Sewu because there are so many doors. In addition, the Lawang Sewu building also have a fairly large window. Therefore, people think that the windows are a door and seem to have 1,000 of doors. So, ladies and gentlemen, please wait a moment. I will buy the entrance ticket first. Okay? And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go get off the bus and get the tickets at the entrance. If you get an entrance tickets, we will gather here again so that we don't get spared from group. Okay? Come on. Is everything complete? So let's go inside. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there are many stories in the community here that talk about the horror of the Lawang Sewu area. However, this building is hundreds of years old and is also a relic of the Netherlands. Although the building is old, the Lawang Sewu building is very well maintained and has been renovated several times into a beautiful building even at night. And this is the floor plan of the Lawang Sewu building. If you are satisfied to see, let's go to the next place. Come on. Some of these photos are of the beginning of the establishment of Lawang Sewu. Lawang Sewu was built by Dutch on February 27, 1904 and complete in 1097. At first, this building functioned as the head office of a private Dutch railway company under the name Netherlands Industries Perwork Maatschappij, or abbreviated as NIS. This company was the first to build a railway line in Indonesia connecting Semarang, Surakarta, and Yogyakarta. The first line that was built was Semarang-Temanggung in 1867. The NIS board of directors entrusted the building design to Professor Jacob F. Klinkhammer and B.I. Quindhoek, both are domiciled in Amsterdam. All building design processes are carried out in the Netherlands. After design is complete, the design drawings are then brought to the city of Semarang. The NIS headquarters is a large two-story building with a shape resembling the letter L. The development of the NIS head office in Semarang was due to considerable need to construct many buildings for public and housing due to the expansion of the colonies. This centralization of colonial administration and the growth of private business. Unfortunately, all of these did not meet expectation because the rapid development of the railway network at the time required the continued addition of technical and administrative personnel to keep up with development. This make the NIS office in Semarang no longer adequate to accommodate all NIS staff. Various ways have been taken, such as rendering a number of privately owned buildings for temporary solution, making work even more inefficient. Not to mention that the location of Semarang station is close to Suwon, making things like cleanliness and health an important consideration. And now let's go the next row. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to take photo, you can do it later, okay? Come on, follow me. This is how the trends use, very different from the trends now, right? Now, please, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to take a photo or have a look first, if you have, you can sit on the chairs that have been provided towards of the story of the railroads. Now, sit down. Well, now let's go to the next room, ladies and gentlemen. And now we're going to the prison premises. Come on, follow me. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the prison premises. During the struggle for independence, Lawang Sewu was a silent witness to the dark Dutch colonial period. After being abandoned by the Danes, this building was often used by the Dutch and Japanese colonialists as a prison. Some of the rooms in this building were even turned into torture detention rooms. And in there is a detention room. We cannot go inside because it's cramped and dark. So I will just explain in here. The prisons names are standing prison and squatting prison. You cannot imagine how many years people would enter the prison, have to stand or squat. Initially, the standing prison room was used as a location for holding prisoners. Detainees were put in the room in crowd conditions. This forced them to always stand because if they sit, the prison room will feel more cramped and torturous. Not a few of these prisoners died in this room due to exhaustion of lack of oxygen. But what is even worse is the squatting prison room, because the prisoners who are put into the squat prison room are first jostled in the squatting state that is the less than 1.5 meters high from the room. You can imagine the suffering of the prisoners who were put in this room. After the proclamation of independence, Lawang Sewu became an eyewitness during the 5-day battle in Semarang between AMKA youths or the Young Railways Force against Kempete and Kidopute from the Japanese army. That's why the Semarang city government with a mayor's decree decided that Lawang Sewu was included in 1002 historical and science buildings in the Semarang city that must be protected. So there is no longer standing prison or squatting prison. And ladies and gentlemen, you can look around here. You can take a photos too. When you're done, you will gather on the stairs that are there. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the second floor, and don't forget to be careful if you go to the upstairs. Come on, let's go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the reasons why Lawang Sewu is called a haunted place for the people. Because of the dark story Lawang Sewu, this building has 1,000 stories with mystical elements. Starting from the use of Lawang Sewu as a prison and torture chamber, the prisoners, to the battle between fighters and Japanese fighters that killed many people. Semarang residents encountered many mystical events when visiting Lawang Sewu during the day or night. If you see the ditch around this area, it used to be that the place was for the disposal of corpses during the colonial period. Here there is no land to bury many thousands of corpses, so they dump the corpse there until they fill up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to take more photos, please don't forget to gather again on the stairs. Okay? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and now we going to our first floor. And remember, be careful going down the stairs and don't push each other's people, okay? Let's go to the next room. There is a good photo spot for you, ladies and gentlemen, who still want to take a pictures. Come on, let's go. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to take a photo, please take a photo first, but don't cross the border, okay? Oh, do you want me to take your photo? Okay, sure. Oh, good, okay. You're welcome. You want me help you for photo? Okay, sir. You're welcome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there is still plenty of time. Please, ladies and gentlemen who still want to take a walk while taking photo to see Lawang Sewu, and then gather again at the train statue in front there. So in here there are also souvenirs if you want to buy them for your family. And now take your time in Lawang Sewu. Okay, thank you. Is everything complete in here? Nothing is missing, right? If it's complete, well, we go to the bus now. Come on, let's go. Is everything really complete in here? If it's complete, let's continue our journey. Go go!